Hi, I'm Scott from the Gray Matters blog. When I perform some of the mental feats about which I write, people often ask, how do you even begin to be able to do those things? I used to explain, well, I like to break things down into their component parts and then look at the component parts from different perspectives. Not surprising, I often get a blank stare when I explained it that way. Finally, one day someone had the presence of mind to say, can you give me a drawing or some sort of physical explanation that I can see and touch? At that moment, I felt so stupid I honestly never thought of doing that. Inspired by that experience, I've come up with just such an explanation, using the Humble 15 puzzle. Now, not surprisingly, the normal solution is to get 1 through 15. However, that doesn't give you a good example of how my mind works. I do it a bit differently. As I solve this my way, watch and see if you can start to get an idea of just how my mind works. And we're done. I'm going to highlight the numbers so you can see them better on video. No, I'm not saying my mind works randomly. While the arrangement may seem chaotic, there are actually many hidden patterns. Let's start with the top row. When these numbers are added, 14 plus 3 plus 8 plus 5, the total is 30. So what, you ask? The same is true of rows 2, 3, and 4. Interestingly, each column, 1, 2, 3, and 4, also each total 30. There are many more patterns that total 30, and I'm going to go through them quickly. You can stop the video at any time and verify that this claim is true of each pattern. Both diagonals total 30, as do both of the pan-diagonals, as they are called. There are also broken patterns that total 30. This holds true for each of the broken rows, each of the broken columns, and even each of what I call the broken pan-diagonals. What about corners of a square? The corners of the 2 by 2 squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. The corners of each of the 3 by 3 squares, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and even the 4 corners of the puzzle itself give the magic total. Yes, broken squares work too. You can get 30 by adding the 2 middle squares from the top to the 2 middle squares from the bottom, and even by adding the 2 middle squares from the left to the 2 middle squares from the right. That's exactly 40 different ways that the puzzle totals 30. Unfortunately, this can only give you an idea of how my mind works. I can't explain why it works this way.